What happens if I told you that by making some simple shifts in how you lead, you can see a greater impact in your organization and also in the life that you want to live?
That's good.
Hi everyone, my name is Richard and I wanted to take a moment just to talk through 7 key things that I think will have a dramatic impact on your leadership. So over the next couple of videos, I'm just going to unpack 7 key things that I've learned over the last 20 years of being in leadership. Robert Greenleaf, a good leader, had this to say about leadership. The first and most important choice a leader makes is the choice to serve, without which one's capacity to lead is severely limited. One of the most important aspects of leadership, and so by extension influence, is character. Your character is what gives you influence, and the more or greater influence you have, the better or more you can lead. A lot of people try to lead through position rather than through character. They think that because they've reached a certain point within their organization, it gives them a right to lead, rather than seeing that by increasing their influence, they'll be able to lead so many people. One of the greatest ways we get to form our character, though, is through service. So the definition for character is a person of moral excellence and firmness. The original Greek word that's used to form our word character means to engrave or write something on with a stick. So character really then is how we redraw some of the most important stories we have onto our lives. This redrawing of these stories really shapes our values and what drives us and makes us who we are. It really forms our character. And because leadership is all about influence, it's character that gives us our influence. So what forms our character? Well, I think 3 things increase our influence or help to define our character. The first one is what we do. This is our service. What are the things you're doing for those whom you lead? How do you serve them? Most people are way more interested in the actions we carry than the words we speak. And while a part of leadership is how we communicate, a greater part of leadership is us executing on what we say we'll do. The second one is who we hang out with. This is our voice. We will begin to speak like the people that we surround ourselves with. Who you hang out with will become the kind of voice that you have. And the third one is what we suggest. It's our consumption. Hardly ever do we suggest things that we aren't consuming. And so normally the things we push or speak will also be those things that we're taking in.
That's good.
So if leadership is influence and character is so important to us being people who carry influence, how can we then become people that have great character? I think that there are 3 questions we can ask to help us become people of great character. The first question is, where am I serving? Serving allows life to form us. Serving allows others to model or emulate us. And serving allows humility to saturate us. So where are you serving? The second question is, who am I allowing to speak into my life? The voices in our lives define us, and I think we should have 3 main voices. The first we need is the challenger. This is the person who asks you the hard questions. The second is the cheerleader. This is the person who encourages you. And the third is the coach. This is the person who helps you to develop the right skill. Ultimately, the challenger helps us to learn to take constructive criticism and also helps us to think clearer about what we're doing. The cheerleader helps to push us beyond our comfort zone, and the coach gives us a safe place to vent. The third question to answer is, what am I surrounding myself with? What we consume becomes a part of our identity and will end up driving our values and what we pursue. When we begin to value what we consume, that becomes the judge that we start to measure others with. So how do we ensure we're surrounding ourselves with the right things? I think that we need to first understand our motivation. We then need to start to give more things away, and we need to then do more of what brings us joy. As great as your influence is as great as your leadership can be. And the primary way you carry influence is through your character. I'd really encourage you to spend some time answering those 3 questions. Where am I serving? Who am I allowing to speak into my life? And what am I surrounding myself with? These will have a dramatic impact on creating a depth in your character, and in so doing help you to increase your influence. I really hope you found this video helpful. Please check back in again next week as we keep putting out more content. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, which you can do below. Other than that, have a great rest of the week.